If you're watching this video, that means you have something you want to change in your life. Maybe you want to give up a bad habit like smoking, vaping, or drinking. Or maybe you want to start a good habit like exercising, reading, or spending more time with your family. I'm proud of you. You finally decided to take action and do something. But let's be honest, you're probably going to fail. It's okay. Admit it. Statistics say that over 90% of New Year's resolutions fail. So let's be real. So am I saying not to make New Year's resolutions? Well, maybe. I'm going to tell you the 3 reasons why people fail, and I can guarantee that you've experienced at least one of these reasons, and you probably didn't even know why it's happening. It's time to make the invisible visible. Hey everyone, I'm Brian. And over the past 20 years, I've worked with thousands of people who wanted to change their current situation. So let's jump in and talk about reason for failure number 1, having no plan. Let me ask you a question. Did you pick January 1st to make your major change in your life? Why is that? Is January 1st the only day of the year you can start any self-improvement? Of course not. So why put this day on a pedestal and promise yourself you're going to make all of these changes in your life? You're not being fair to yourself. Listen, I used to do the same thing. In late December, I'd make a long list of all the things I wanted to change in my life, and I'd say, on January 1st, I'm through with all my old ways, and this year is going to be different. This would last maybe a month, and then I'd find myself at the end of the year with no real change in my life. I would feel so tired and so frustrated, and I'd make that same promise to myself next year saying things were going to be different. Of course, they wouldn't. If you can relate, give me a thumbs up. If this is happening to you, you may have walked into the new year destined to fail because you didn't have a plan. Look at your list. Are you trying to cure world hunger, solve global warming, theoretically speaking? What I mean is, are you trying to make massive changes in your life? Now, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'm proud of you for wanting to take such a massive step in your life. However, you are much more likely to see positive change if you have a plan. And this means giving your resolution enough thought to decide whether or not you have the time and the resources right now to even begin. You don't have to have every detail worked out, but having at least a rough roadmap of how you think you're going to go about this change in your life, it's essential. Don't wing it, and don't expect inspiration to just hit you. The data says that you're going to give up. End of story. Reason for failure number 2, waiting for a specific day to change. Okay, let's go back to that January 1st date. You've got to realize it's just like any other day of the year. If you want to make your change in life, do it now. No, I'm serious. Do it today. Think of it like this. If you really, really, really want to watch that new season of your new favorite series on Netflix and it premieres this weekend, are you going to tell yourself, no thank you, I'm waiting for the perfect day, the perfect mood, the perfect feeling? Of course not. You're going to make the time to watch it. And even if life gets a little busy and you need to switch some priorities around, you're going to find time to watch it. But you're probably thinking, watching Netflix is something I really, really want to do. Hey, I get it. Watching Netflix, watching TikTok, or scrolling through Instagram feels great. It gives us that dopamine fix that we really want. But the reality is, you have to want the change even more than you want to do some of those fun things. If not, you're going to end up dropping that New Year's resolution for something more enjoyable, and you're going to end up regretting it. Reason for failure number 3. Just liking the idea of change, but no real action. Maybe you just like the idea of wanting to change. This reason, it hit hard for me, and I didn't want to admit it for a long time because, well, this reason was buried pretty deep in my subconscious. For the longest time, my mind would come up with a list of things that I wanted to do in life. Starting a YouTube channel was one of them. So what I'd do was daydream of what my channel would look like, what kind of content that I'd have on it, how many views I'd get, and how many subscribers that I would have. Thinking of this would make me feel fantastic. Well, when I'd actually go and try to put the work into my channel, I didn't like the way I felt. I was not feeling the same way I felt when I was daydreaming about my channel. This quickly caused me to lose interest, so I'd quit and go back to my daydream. But deep down, I wasn't happy. In fact, I was frustrated and I felt unfulfilled, and I didn't even know why. I had to be real with myself and face facts. So I gave myself an ultimatum. Either I stopped daydreaming, made a plan, and took action right now, or I'd give it up. Either way, I'll stop daydreaming and break that loop of complacency I created for myself. I was tired of feeling that way. Stop being a victim of your own creation. and create something real, something that you can be proud of, something that's gonna motivate other people. You're gonna grow and learn so much, I promise you. And that feeling, it's priceless. If you found value from this video, be sure to click the subscribe button because we have a lot of great content just like this that you don't wanna miss. And if you're curious how to break those bad habits, click on this video and I'll see you next time.